Now presenting Mr. Mike Coyne, Governor's Hurricane Conference board member representing the National Weather Service.
Good afternoon, everyone. Our next award is the Tropical Meteorology Award. It's presented to an individual or organization that has made outstanding or substantial contributions to the advancement and knowledge, application, or understanding of the hurricane forecasting and warning process in the state of Florida. Since 2004, Mr. Mike Boylan has been educating people about trends, model runs, and everything else tropical weather related through his website. He does not forecast, but his dedication and contributions to the citizens of Florida and providing tropical weather information in layman's terms, helping to explain what the forecast trends mean and how to follow all the extensive maps, charts, and graphs located on his website, Mike's weather page, aka spaghettimodels.com. The 2021 Tropical Meteorology Award goes to Mike Boylan of Mike's weather page.
Just click on Mike's page, Trump Donkey Nation. Well, there'll always be some haters, but they don't understand. Mike's got a friend and 100,000 more across the land. Well, if you want to know it first and you want to know it right and you want to have time to plan, Drunk Donkey Nation tells your friend, Mike, he's your man. And he's gonna tell you all about the wind and the rain. Gonna tell you if it's gonna be a storm or if it's gonna be a hurricane. Don't you worry about the news others try to hide. Click on Mike's page, Drunk Donkey Nationwide. Yeah, here in Mike's page, Drunk Donkey Nationwide.
All right, good morning, everybody. What's going on? Happy Monday. Is there such a thing? Happy Monday? Maybe happy. Happy you're here. Our daily brew. Talking weather here. Oh man, I know everybody's in cleanup mode still, and they will be for a long time. Took a ride yesterday, in case you missed it. I did a lot of live streaming yesterday. We started out in Bradenton. We did a live stream from Bradenton, Venice, Sarasota, and Minnesota Key, Inglewood. So I did a lot of live streams yesterday, show everybody what was going on. But man, there's still a lot of power outages out there, and cable outages, and both sides of the state. We still got folks in the Carolinas and Tennessee dealing with Helene. It's been a hellacious couple weeks. Terrible couple weeks. But Louis don't care. Well, we're going to talk tropics. We got a little bit brewing down there. Oh, my goodness. I know. We got to talk about it. So far, everybody in the continental U.S. doesn't look too bad. You never say never in the tropics, but we have a big cold front coming down that might block this thing, either turn it early or turn it west. But we'll show you all the latest models. Never say never in the tropics. Never, ever want that to come back to haunt us. But we'll talk about it. Got some cold weather coming. Hey, Ronald. Thank you, buddy. I will. So many people affected by this hurricane. I guess the only thing that annoys me is people saying that because they didn't get anything, they think it was overhyped. And I'm like, that's so selfish. Because there's a lot of folks that got a lot of it different ways. Just because you didn't get impacted doesn't mean tons of other people did in different ways. For sure. Tornadoes, flooding, winds, oh my God, everything, you name it. People are tired of it. 2 weeks of crazy hurricanes. Oh my goodness. So what's happening? We're going to talk weather here and just chill out a little bit. That's right, it only takes one, Jesse. We've had a lot more than one, right? Tracy, I love that comment. A little Forrest Gump. Tons of people. Millions of people. I'm not sure the sustained winds, Josh. I haven't really looked. Hey, what's up, Dale Kienberg? Jerry from Galveston Bay. Tanya, thank you. Well, Marcia, it's funny you mention that because I had somebody over on X slam me today that I overhyped the storm because they were in Sarasota. Whatever. Tornadoes, yeah, man. Jason R., they were very scary. Always a big story is the tornadoes before a storm. This was no different. Barrow had them. Debbie had them. Aline had them. 150,000 homes, Chris. Really? I need to send me that article, man, because I've been trying to find how many homes have been flooded. 150,000? That would be unheard of. Oh, my goodness. Milton, Florida. What's up, Lee? And we got a lot of folks in Milton. Carol, we all talking coffee over there. What's up, Phil Gravel? Mountain to Sea Coffee, yes. Our good buddy, Chad Robbins. We're going to do a post on that. All the money goes to disaster relief. So, hey, Brian. Yeah, I love Tom and Dan. They're good dudes. Susan, looking forward to some gumbo. MJO, Tom. Yeah, we haven't talked about the MJO. I think we're in a sinking air pattern. We'll look at it. Oh, that Publix. I saw that tornado damage. What city was that in? Thank you, John Dukes. Any relation to Bo and Luke and Daisy? Friday night. Watching Dukes of Hazzards. Parker, yeah, my coworker sleeping on the job. Louis, he just likes to sit there. Hunter does the same thing. We'll see Hunter tomorrow. Oh, Ryan, what's up, buddy? How you been, man? We're going to do a party. We're going to do a party, Halloween party. You always call me when I'm on the phone. Hey, Drew, I know. ABC sent me that shirt. That was probably my most liked post ever online. I can't believe it. My ABC shirt. ABC Fine Wine and Spirits. Big shout out to them. Getting all of Florida through these last few hurricanes. Debbie, Helene, and Milton. 3 hurricanes have hit the state. ABC Fine Wine and Spirits getting everybody through the storms. Come here, buddy. You want to come up? All right, everybody say goodbye, Louie. I think Hunter might be making a special appearance because he's over here kind of looking at me. Big thanks to ABC and all that they do, and for my Hawaiian shirt. That's for sure. Let's talk about that. Cold front coming. Cold front? What the heck is that? Shelly's working on one monitor today. God, how do you compare Ian, Lean, Milton overall? God, I know, Juan. Every storm has a story. Every storm's going to have different impacts. Every storm ends up looking back like, wow, this is the storm that did this, Some of the surge that I've witnessed yesterday down there around Inglewood area is on par with what we saw with Ian. I mean, maybe not as bad because of less population, but bad surge, man. Houses off foundations, and they say it was 5, 6, 7 feet, but man, you add waves and winds to those numbers. It wasn't Helene surge down there. Helene came in slow, came down slow. This is surge that waves and winds just pound, and it's so different. That kind of surge doesn't creep in and creep down. It comes in and just plows into things. I mean, concrete broke in half. Homes in the 50s that been there 75 years now, right? Just completely washed away. A lot of concrete. And the inland flooding, like Ian, was bad with this system. Maybe the inland flooding was worse with Milton, because we had so many water rescues. Even yesterday there was some going on. We have rivers that haven't crested yet. We had a lot of water problems, a lot of inland flooding that made Milton a bad storm too. So every storm's different, Shelly came to work to do the brew. Now that's dedication, Shelly. You're awesome. Palm Beach Gardens was the Publix. Hi, Ian. What's up, buddy? Leanne and Coco. Oh, meet and greet Cocoa Beach. Yeah, we'll be announcing that hopefully this week. Bad hair day today. Paul Jeanette Barr, what's up? Commissioner, how you doing, sir? Cautiously cautious. Yeah, I'm not saying 100% nothing yet, but... So my Irene, I go to Great Clips. Got my favorite hairstylist. Text her yesterday. The important stuff. Are you open yet? And she said, well, I saw you on TV, and I figured you'd be texting me today because your hair looked awful. I got big hair. Hey, Jen Bauer, did you pass us in Venice Island? See, I was there yesterday. Oh, your house flooded? Are you kidding me, Ryan? Didn't know that, man. Well, he's one of my great supporters, man. Lodging Solutions. Been with me from the beginning. They set up all the base camps all around the hurricanes and help all the linemen and workers have a place to stay. And they feed them, they cook, and they have restrooms and clean linens. And think about that. All these linemen come in from out of state. They got to stay somewhere, right? They got to have a home. Lodging Solution set up base camps, man. They got those portable houses and trailers that innovated that world. So, yeah, all right, we'll get right into it. Thank you, Joy. But, yeah, she's nice. Katie, I don't worry about him. I just, I had to call the lady out yesterday. Like, I did not say that. Get your facts straight. That's what cracks me up, so. But anyway, I think Florida's got a lot of work to do with these beaches. I'm a little worried about it, man. We got beaches the whole west side of Florida, man, all the way up to the Big Bend. Just so much devastation along the waters. And, I talked to a lot of people yesterday down there at Minnesota Key. And I don't really like the comments like that's what you get for living there, because do you realize? Yeah, Michael Steven, I offered 10 grand if I had it, but so where do you go that doesn't have disasters? Like we saw what the mountains did. We've seen flash flooding in the mountains, so you don't want to live in the mountains, right? You can't live in the middle part of the U.S. because they have tornadoes. Do you say that to them when they get hit with a tornado? That's what you get. I mean, you got blizzards, you got earthquakes, you got tsunamis, you got derechos. And you got people who live there since the 50s and 60s, man. It ain't like it happens every day. It happened once. So, wildfires, fires, right, man? Sherman, right, buddy? Can't say that, man. But the lady yesterday, Sarasota, said that, you know, because she wasn't destroyed, that I overhyped. And I was like, did you see my live stream? I drove through Sarasota yesterday. I said it, that Geico's was open. Did anybody remember me saying that? Hooters was open. I'm like, hey, man, there's things open. It's, you know, it's good to see. People are out. I didn't make it sound like the whole city was devastated. I said most of Minnesota Key was. South of Sarasota. Anyway, all right. I gotta stop reading. I just can't. Whatever. So, cold front. Let's talk about that. Then we'll talk about Invest 94. So we got a cold front. This is for Wednesday. That big blue line, that is a real cold front. South Florida, this does not pertain to you. Every year we talk about cold front. South Florida is like, they don't get to me. So, anyway. All right, cold front. There we go. Cold front. And this is what we got. Check it out. Right here. Boom. So tomorrow, Tuesday, 70s. We're going to have 60s in this yellow area. We got 50s down in the panhandle. We got 40s and 30s in the mountains. This is Tuesday. Then Wednesday comes along. About the same. But then here comes the big stuff. Thursday. Look at that. 57 in Tampa Bay. 59, let's say, in Orlando. 49 in Gainesville, Ocala. Crazy. 30s are going to be reaching southern parts of Alabama and Georgia and Mississippi. Wow. That's a ZZ Top song. Might even get to the 20s in the mountains on Thursday morning. That's bona fide cold front, first of the year. Yeah, it's a slow warm up. But hey, that's newsworthy, right? Rainfall, here you go for the next 5 days, all the way to Saturday. The cold front's not going to have a lot of moisture with it, but look at that. No rain. So at least the southeast of Florida can dry up, man. We can at least walk in our grass again. I think I got permanent dirt and toenail syndrome because every time I walk in the dirt, it just sinks. So no rain coming. All right. Let's see what else we got. That right there. All right. So, Mike, half pint. What's up? No storm yet. We do have a storm possibly coming. You're welcome there, Jennifer. Hey, Marlene, it takes a little time after a storm. Oh, I got my fire pit out. Dominican until Friday. Yeah, you're going to be watching this. All right, so what is this? This is a tropics map. October 16th to 22nd, October 23rd to 29th. All right, so a lot of folks share this. It's a global tropics hazards map. Basically just says there's less than 20% chance. This is based on history, I have a feeling, more than anything. There isn't anything there. It's just saying these areas could produce something tropical. Maybe they'll go due west across Central America. Maybe they'll go across Cuba and away from everybody towards Bahamas and Bermuda. That nobody knows. It's just saying for the next 2 weeks, these are the areas that possibly could have something brew. Nothing showing here, but we actually have something here. But anyway, that's what that map means. This map isn't areas. These aren't systems yet. These are just telling you areas that could produce less than 20% chance. Okay, so no big stress on that. I want to show you the water temp map first. This here on Tropical Tidbits. This is your anomaly map. So look at this. This is wild. That was the track of Milton. And look at what it did to the water temperatures. Cooled them down. Right over that loop current, too, which is amazing. The loop current's spinning right here. But all that upwelling, hurricanes pull warm water from below the surface That's what fuels hurricanes. And it actually cooled a big part of the Gulf of Mexico as Milton crossed from the Pacific as tropical depression and came up towards Florida. So pretty incredible to see that temperature change, right? Look at this. So it's still super duper warm here, as it usually is in October. But a little fascinating tidbit. Here's a 7-day cool down. This is what the water temperature has done the last 7 days. They've all kind of cooled as expected. A little more than normal because of Milton. But this is the time of year. And not only do the waters cool down this time of year, it's because the angle, the equator, the earth is shifting. Everybody shift together. So the sun doesn't come down as hard anymore. It comes in at an angle. When the sun comes in at an angle, it's less hot. And it's not daylight as long. All right, so here's what we got. This is Invest 94. Yesterday, it was a big old naked swirl. I got the feeling yesterday to not talk about Invest 94 when I put the 30% map on. Oh, my God. People went wild. Ronald wants me to shotgun a bush light. A little early for that. Water temp is cooling, Travis, yes. Mike. I see it, Travis J. I see it a lot. Oh, Amber Gray, thank you. Thank you, Renee. No more hurricanes for Florida, Kathy Motes. I agree. We put up the skeletons, Jesse Rice. Yep. Ronald, I love pub subs. Morning, Lydia. You're from Oldsmar, Lydia, right? Hey, you're welcome there, Monette, Ohio. All right, so here's the deal. Hey, that cold front might make it down to Jamaica. We'll take a look. All right. Oh, Tom, you're rocking the redneck shirt. Yeah, hey, man, that redneck shirt was on Fox and CNN. All right, so here we go. Invest 94. Yesterday it was a big old naked swirl. It was the convection had shear to push it away, but right here you can see it. This is right there. Yesterday all the convection got displaced and it was a big old naked swirl, but today it's coming back, and that's where it's at. You know where it's at? Way the heck over here. Look. Right there. Well, that was an attempt at an arrow. Like there. Well, no, I missed it again. Right there. There it is. Invest 94. Kind of rare. Very rare. Very rare. This thing came off of Africa. Usually these things don't travel this far west. Didn't mean to draw that one. But it did. And that's crazy. So it's going west. So we got a lot of people. First off, disclaimer. Every post that I put out there is not directed to Florida. Just because I live here. There's a lot of assumptions that when I post something, it's coming to Florida. Unless I say it. But we have a lot of people in Puerto Rico. We have a lot of people in the Virgin Islands. We have a lot of people in all the Lesser Antilles that watch us. I've met many. Talked to many. And it is something they need to watch. For the end of the week. Then what does it do? Well, you know what? We have a big old high pressure possibly over there. Could have a gap and go whoop. Or it could go whoop. But we don't want it to go whoop. That isn't showing. And Milton was supposed to, or Nadine was supposed to be here by now. All those posts had something pulling up here, but that ain't obviously happening. So all that posts that got started. All right, so here's what the NHC is saying. So it's up to 50%. It's an invest. They call it an invest because it has a center of circulation and it's an area of interest. So it's in a dry environment, develop unlikely next couple of days. However, it's going to move into better conditions, warmer water, and it could be a tropical depression this week as it nears the islands. So 50% chance it could become something. The orange is the area it could be that it could develop. It's kind of a track too. So the orange is something in the orange is where it can develop. Everybody's saying something in the orange. Michael Steven, you love these orange crayons. I know. Zach Bryan sponsored this NHC update. Something in the orange. That's that. All right, let's look at some models. Let's look at the latest tropicaltidbits.com models. Let's refresh, get 12Z. Boom, 12Z. All right, so the trend is to the north. Pointed that out earlier. So that's kind of been the trend north of the islands a little bit. But then we got that high pressure. There's two schools of thinking here. One is a curve possibly coming. The other one is a continuation going westbound. So that is a real possibility. This is 5 days from now. Look at the timestamps. 120 is 5 days from today, which would be what? Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Saturday. So somewhere here, Saturday a.m. So it'd be Friday, Saturday. Boy, I sure like my non-click mouse. I used to have a really loud mouse years ago. Some people want me to bring it back. No. All right, so there's where we got. So far the trend's your friend in the islands. Everything seems like it's kind of trending just a little to your north. Then we have some curving back down into Hispaniola to possibly watch. So I know we got a lot of folks in Puerto Rico and the islands here. So far, a little to your north, but then we got maybe a bend back south. There you go. Bobby, right? Levi's the best, Loretta Reed. Yes. Oh, I got a weird chat bot. What the hell is that? What the hell is that thing? That's weird. Okay. Hey, what's up, Jeff from Dunedin? What's going on? Our dang marina's all beat up in Dunedin. Man, it got tore up. You see the seawall came apart there in Dunedin? This stuff's going to take forever to fix, man. Morning, Miss Kim from Gainesville, Chile. I went to an 80s bar in Gainesville. It was really neat. It was like an 80s theme. It was kind of fun. All right, so there's models. Let's look at some intensity models. Yeah. So we could be looking at a hurricane. A couple models are showing this thing develop GFS Euro. A couple of them. We'll look at all the models. So believe it or not, this could be Nadine. So that's, reality. Watch it close. A couple models saying a couple saying no. But we do have some up here showing tropical storm up into a possible hurricane. A couple of them are even saying possibly Cat 2 hurricane. The H-Wharf and the ships. So there is model support that this thing might develop. Everybody hear the Cardinal? Heck yeah, Rick, I'd love to meet you. I love meeting folks, man. I had so many people yesterday got to meet. What's my gut saying? Well, gut saying I'm hungry. I don't see. I mean, I'm definitely in the Caribbean watching close, possibly a turn towards Bermuda. I don't see anything right now at continental U.S. to worry about. We could talk about the could be a chance if it goes more west and picks up a front line down the road. But right now, I'll show you most modeling is keeping it low in the Caribbean or turning it early. So nothing yet to raise the alarm for the lower 48. Other models here on Weather Nerds. These are your latest 6Z GFS. You can kind of see, kind of a two-camp thinking here. We got some going here, and we got some kind of curving there. Euro Ensemble's doing the same thing. That's the same GFS. There's Euro. Same thing. A couple of them curving north, a couple of them keeping west. So just keeping an eye on it. If it's a hurricane here, you know, be something possibly really watch close here in the islands and even parts of the Bahamas, Turks and Caicos. You know, if it made it this far and we get a front coming down, you know, first part of next week, maybe we'd be a little more worried. But right now, nothing's showing that far out because it's way over here. A lot of time. We do have fronts, though, this time of year. So it reacts to one front or it keeps on chugging west. We'll have to see. So that's that. And there might be a little something popping here, the one that everybody was hyping up as Nadine, but it's going to keep on going west into Central America. So cold weather on tap. Loving that. Let's talk about models now. All right. Huge high pressure from that cold front is going to be blocking this thing, it looks like. Jurassic Jeep Jenny. That's a cool name. Yeah, so far he looked good in Destin. Frank, this is a big front coming down. Should kind of create a blocking pattern for the short term at least. Surface temp map. Oh, Dave. Yeah, we could do that. Let's do that. Remind me in a minute. I'm going to do the models real quick. Corey, appreciate that, buddy. Well, there you go. Sad this is here. You got tornadoes. Chris, Keys this weekend so far. Sherry, we'll make a big announcement on the reschedule for the Cocoa Beach. What's up, Shelly from the Keys, longtime follower. Don in Belize. I Belize. Mark, I was just down in Charlotte County yesterday. Went down to Inglewood. Met a bunch of U.S. Army dudes that were pretty cool. So if you're watching, made a new friend yesterday. Thank you, Josh. Thank you, Jason. Amy's going on a cruise. Lucky you. I would love to go on a cruise. All right, so here's all the models. So what we're going to look at, we even have hurricane models. Let's look at all these first. So these are tropical tidbits, NVEST 94. Let's see what it's got. This is usually pretty good. The hurricane models are pretty good on intensity usually. Couple days here, nothing really going on. Then all of a sudden we start to get a little bit more deepening, and there's the islands. So there's your H Wharf. This is Friday morning. Ding dong. Car alarm, garage cameras going off. North of the islands, 993 pressure, could be named by then. And then it gets pretty dang strong north of Puerto Rico. That's a little scary. Not just the fact that it's organizing, but it's still north of Puerto Rico. This would be Saturday morning. That's as far out as we go. So, north is your friend. Trends are your friend. Let's see what the HMON says. HMON. Hardly even develops it. And I don't even know how far north it is, but it's pretty far north. So that's good. All right. House A. Just north of the islands. Maybe close enough to get some effects. This is too close for comfort. This is Friday morning. And it stays just north there of Puerto Rico and Hispaniola on the House A. House B. Very weak. So, good trend there. All right. Latest GFS. Let's take a looky. Really close to the islands. Very close to Puerto Rico. 993 pressure. And it kind of curves it down into Hispaniola. Kind of tears it apart. That's what happens with those big mountains down there. So it could be a hurricane, though, for the Dominican Republic and Haiti there. Haiti. Maybe... but the whole island there might be dealing with something. A lot of rain. A setup like this brings a lot of rain to those mountains. So that's the GFS. It's probably the farthest south, but a lot of the spaghetti models are showing that dip to the south. This would be Saturday morning. And it really never redevelops it, so it could just tear it up. That'd be cool, right? After that. It'd be cool to tear it up. No. All right, the euro is, what the heck? Where is that at? It's not even picking up on it. Let's look at the overall euro here. All right, so the euro. Weak system here. You can see the blue. That's low pressure. This is high pressure. So you can see the steering mechanism in place. So this is Friday. There's that big cold front, big old H, right? We have a little bit of gap here, and we have the high pressure. So this thing will either feel that gap and turn hard into the right, or it'll keep on probably going underneath this high pressure, you know. And then we have another front down the road. Could lift it up, but that's way down the road. Latest euro, though, showing a little bit of development, and it kind of, see, it feels that gap. See that? Boom. Gets awfully close to Hispaniola on Saturday, Sunday. Gets close to the lower Bahamas there, Turks and Caicos. And then it feels that gap, and it gets on out of here. Boom. 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 All right. Oh, let's take a look at the big GFS here, kind of showing you the same thing. There's that other system that was possibly coming. This was the one a lot of folks were showing hitting Florida, Nadine. It's just going to keep on going. So there's a chance we could have something down here that gets into Central America. It's been showing up quite a bit. But there's the GFS basically just showing it not really doing much after Hispaniola. Last night 00Z kind of dissipates it over Hispaniola. So yeah, I mean, I haven't seen anything yet that really. Now the Canadian was the farthest west. This is Sunday. It kind of gets it close. Feels a little gap here. Not really developed though. 1006, so nothing to worry about there. But this is a long way away. This is Saturday, Sunday, so it's the farthest west. And the latest icon is north of the islands and starts to feel that gap. See a little gap right by the Bahamas? So we do have a lot of folks in Bahamas. This will be later in the weekend. Saturday, Sunday. It could be approaching the early part of next week. So I know there's a lot of people cruising. But, it's starting to feel this little weakness too. So we're seeing the two camps. Yesterday we saw a lot doing that. Then we saw a lot doing that. Then now we're back to seeing that. But look, there must be a force field over lower 48. Let's hope. At least for that. Not hoping it to go anywhere else, but just, So that's that. Let's look at the KMA. Oh, Euro AI. There's a lot of people impressed with the Euro AI. I kind of am. But I haven't been 100%. It did really good last storm. It's doing a weak system. It's not even developing our system, but it is putting it into Hispaniola, and then it kind of like lifts it on out of here. Maybe possibly some sort of a subtropical system near Bermuda the following Friday. That's like 10 days from now. But yeah, kind of makes sense. We'll see how it does. Euro AI. But that's the feeling right now. So islands, yes, watching close. Timing Friday near the first part of the islands. Maybe Saturday if it gets close to Puerto Rico and Hispaniola. Then what does it do? Is it get if it hits Hispaniola, it'll get tore up. Hopefully, and not come back. Could get lifted up towards Bermuda. Could keep on heading towards Central America. So far, that's about your big impact zones, okay? Not auto zone, impact zones. But these are the folks right here that are watching. How about that? Well, actually, should do like that. There we go. Areas that are watching 94. That's an official Mike's webpage, red crayon. So far, so good for Florida. Let's see here. wonder if we can look at the KMA model, because it's kind of become my little favorite non-big model. Let's see what it does. Yeah, it kind of does that one scenario I was saying. If there was a weird scenario that we would need to watch, would be it keep on going west, and then who knows what it would do down there. So this kind of confirms what, not a forecast, but just the what if model, you know. And this would be, you know, a week from Thursday, 10 days from now. Who does not want to track a 10-day long system anymore? Me. But this could be, you know, somewhere around the islands on Sunday morning. Interesting. Kind of what, but it'll change. But all right, cool. There we go. A lot of flooding in Indiana, yes. A couple rivers haven't even crested yet. I did a lot of videos on that. But we have several in purple. Several going down at least. Let this load here. Cold front. All right, so we have 8 major flood stages, and we got 9 in moderate flood stages. Some of these up here are still not even crested yet. Like the St. John's here is expected to crest on the like 18th and 19th. This one here, St. John's near DeLand, is going to crest again like a couple more days, 4 days. All that water finally reaches the river. St. John's at Astor actually broke a record. A lot of records. So anyway, that's kind of what's going on. I know the Anclote was pretty high. It went down a little bit, luckily. We still have a lot of Hillsborough River coming down slowly. Still, you know, broke a record. Hillsborough at Zephyr Hills State Park. Good map, though, to show you what's to come. You know, most of these are going down. This one's actually still going up. Peace River at State Road 60 could reach its peak the 18th. That's all the rain that we had. So, cold front will help lower temps in the Gulf. Yes. Back to that one question. So I don't even know where we're at. Let's look at the water temps. So we're still in the 80s. So we're 81 at Clearwater, but still in the middle to upper 80s here. Clystrong 9, Bay News 9, but still in the upper 80s. Caribbean is very hot this time of year. We'll see if I can do the anomaly map. Someone asked about the anomaly map. Nah, this one's not updated yet. This is only up to 9/29. This is the NASA or NOAA site, so we don't have it yet. Yeah, this data's not here yet. Darn it, on this map. And I don't think we can look at timing on this one, so. Oh, Paul said the Claremont flooding, yes. Still bad, man. There was a lot of flooding up there. Oh, man. So I talked a lot about my buddy Frank yesterday, Coastal Claims. This is the time that if you need any help with insurance, you got to call. You don't have to, but I recommend calling a public adjuster. So many of y'all are going to have to be dealing with FEMA and insurance claims, so definitely it doesn't hurt to call and try to get someone to help you as much as you can. I know Dunright's here locally. Dunright Roofing doing a lot of repair, helping folks out with their roofs, Pinellas, Pasco, Hillsboro. You see their big orange and blue trucks. Brian, where you at, by the way? Brian here with Mooring. They've been all over the dang East Coast doing disaster restoration. They just redid a big Walmart up in the mountains. Josie Ann, thank you. I try not to hype, man, but I think I must do that. Some people think I do, but that's all right. Lawrence, you're welcome. FEMA's just got to get on that list. Janice, is it Janice going on a cruise to Belize? How about that? So far, you look good. You know? So far, looks great. Kathy, good question. How many actual tornadoes did we have? Well, I think we had a lot more than I was expecting. We get a lot of tornado warnings and hurricanes, but we don't ever get a lot of confirmation. Man, all these beeps. I'm sorry. I got to turn that damn thing down. These things are going nuts. Beep, 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 beep. Then I turn the volume off. Then I don't remember to turn it back on, and then I never answer it. Right here. 45. So 45 confirmed. That's crazy. I think it was the largest outbreak ever for one day in Florida. So then they're still investigating. I mean, these take time, but you know, there was 93 reports that day. We had 48 wind reports, 20 high wind reports, which is hurricane force winds or greater, and then we had 45 actual tornadoes. And look at where you look at the path of the storm and where all the action is. Always on that counterclockwise flow side. Crazy, right? That's a lot of tornadoes one day. That's a lot. I know we have warnings are one thing. Warnings are, Doppler indicated usually. Whether or not they verify or not is another story, but that was nuts. 127 warnings. Yeah, we can look at that too. I got some really cool site here. We can look at October 9th. October 9th. And we can look at tornadoes. And let's look at by state. This will tell you how many warnings we had. 126. They might have took one away. Well, actually, we had one the day before. I don't know how that happened, but so we had 127 technically in the whole span of this storm. The blob. That's right, Linda. It was the blob. It was the blob before the storm. There's 127. So the blob counted for one. So 127. Key West, Shelley. Yep. October 10th had some. Let's take a lookie. I don't even know. Julie, geoengineer. That is not my cup of tea. I don't know if any popped up or not on 127. I stay out of that hot topic. Hail usually means tornadoes. That means we have super high cloud or supercells, which means a lot of updraft. No vacations, Red Man. I know, right? You're welcome, Philip Morgan, over on YouTube. Morning, Ricardo from Miami. Hair ability. Morning. Not sure about Tidewater Manatee. River still rising there. Par, yep. Earthquakes in South Carolina. Gigi wants an accurate update on 94. I kind of just talked about it for a long time. Definitely, trend is a little north of the islands. Very close, though, northern part of the Virgin Islands there, and Puerto Rico and Hispaniola. It's either going to fizzle after Hispaniola, hopefully, stay weak west, or turn hard right, possibly towards Bermuda. But I don't see any right now showing anything into the Gulf or lower 48, so that's good. As of now. Easy Rider looking dry. Yes, this is the next 5 days of rain here. Very little. Let's take a look at let's see what kind of front rains we get. I don't think we're gonna get a lot of rain with this front. Maybe a little bit. Hey, well, there's that front backing up down for the Keys down there. Look at that. You're gonna get a lot. Look, you get some rain tomorrow. Look at Tuesday. Look at that little bit of energy hanging on to the Keys, pulling that old front up. Look at that. Tomorrow could be some water spouts down there. But here's that front coming in on Wednesday. Look at that. Might have a little bit of rain. Little bit. It's like Bob Ross. A little bit of rain for you. Could be a little rain coming through. Look at that. This is Wednesday morning. That's our front line. First of the season. Woohoo. Could be a little rain. Wednesday a.m. All this down here is hanging out for a couple days. Looks like the Keys might be a little wet tomorrow. Here's today. Here's tomorrow. A little bit of rain down there in the Keys. And then there's our front passing through and backs up a little bit towards the weekend. Surface chart showing no low pressure yet. Monday. Good. So, hey, man. Perfect time to clean up hurricane debris. Like, that's what we all love to do, right? Cold weather's on the way. Look at that. Frost freeze, 10-15, 10-17. Look at that, all the way down in North Carolina. Heavy snow out west. Where did this all come from? Just like that, we have winter. This is flooding, by the way, on this map. Showing you flooding to come. Some of these rivers in South Georgia now, around Valdosta and stuff. All this rain catching up here, flooding. Likely still in the middle part of Florida. These rivers are crusting. Got wood, Craig. Yep, there's a lot of wood laying around. Hey, Lori Ride, no Bermuda, right? So far, yeah. Look at all these cold temperatures up there, man. It's freezing. Literally, it's freezing. All right, well, let's see. Any more comments here? Got the Blue Angels show in Jacksonville, Paula. Nah, the weekend looks pretty good. What's Chelsea? What you got? Chelsea, we got to get the Frenchies over there. I would love some good crab. Oh, Kevin, great idea. Let's get those fire pits out, right? A little bit of good spaghetti model IPA. They sold out. I couldn't even get it. We went to eat dinner there this week. It wasn't even on tap anymore. Christopher, I don't really see anything in the Caribbean. If anything, it's just going to cross over Central America. I mean, there's a big old blob down there right now, but nothing's tropical. This right here, whatever is down there, looks like it's going to cross over. There was some discussion that maybe it would get lifted up, but just don't see a lot of support for that. Most of it's just crossing back towards Central America. So there's your weekend. Could be kind of messy, juicy stuff down there, but all of it stays down there. But I think this high pressure is going to stay pretty dang strong. Hopefully for us here, selfishly. Why am I not getting my... Oh, right here. Let's do Euro. I knew that was going to happen. I screwed up. All right, here we go. Man, you can just see what happens. It just hits that high pressure, man. It has nowhere to go. It's like a ping pong. It's like we got a block. It's like, whoa, or whoa. So that's a good trend if you don't want to storm in the lower 48. No, I didn't, Shelby Long. I did not see any damages. There's so many. Melinda still got a Hurricane Hunter. I got some too. What's everybody going to dress up like? A spaghetti model. Curtis, yeah, Shelly needs Starlink. Probably should get it, Shelly, for your shot. You got get that mobile one. Because, right now it's perfect. There's not a cloud in the sky. IPA wiggles and wobbles. Wiggles and wobbles and loops and dupes. Wiggles and wobbles and loopsy dupes. Come here, Hunter. All right, let's say hi to Hunter, then we'll go bye-bye. Hunter's been hanging out down here by my feet, so I think that means he wanted me to... Now watch. Hunter's going to do his best Louis impression. This is what he does. Now, he takes a second to breathe because he gets so excited he has to... He's like a cat that purrs. Now watch. He's going to do his best Louis impression. I don't even have to tell him. He's like the little brother, He wants to prove he can be just like his big brother. If you didn't know any better, you'd think this was Louis. No hurricane, Josh Combs. Yeah, we're definitely rescheduling our ABC, Brittany. 100%. Marcia, yeah, Western Caribbean. I got a lot of folks down there. The skeleton was Lee, right? Hey, Hunter. He's doing a Louis impression. Well, why do they be so proud? He's so proud. He's just a good boy. He's like, oh, I'm a good boy, Dad, and I can do it too. Y'all, the story behind Hunter? Everybody named Hunter on our show. We actually did a poll. We named him Hunter, Hurricane Hunter. We let the MWP family name him. You're just a good boy. This dog is such a love. Look at this. He doesn't even look so real. Look at it. He'll just lay here for a while. Just lay down. No. Oh, you're good. Right there. Oh, there you go. Nope. Lay down. Stay. Stay. He gets so excited he can't breathe. I think he purrs like a kitty cat. Everybody's like, oh, he's cute. He's a little puppy. I'm like, yeah, he's 4 years old. All right. Oh, man. Hey, look at that, Corin. The Circle K, the new Circle K. Cool, okay. We got gas up there by Tampa Road and Racetrack Road. Oh, he's so cute. All right, everybody. Well, I don't mean to smile and giggle and laugh. I know everybody's going through this hurricane different ways, and know somebody's got it worse than others, and you know it sucks, man. From Helene to now Milton, I can't even imagine the amount of folks that are dealing with cleanup right now. So definitely thinking of everybody. And wow, yeah. Hey, Angela Hunter is 4 years old. I got my haircut shirt on, by the way. I always pick like my cleanest dirty shirt because I don't like the hair in a shirt after a haircut. So I always pick the shirt that I don't really care about that's going to go wash. So it's my cleanest dirty haircut shirt. 4 years, Kathy. I know, right? Y'all remember when I got Louis? With Louis. We even had a cup made. Look at that. That was 6 years ago. We had Louis. I remember talking about Sarah when we had Sarah as a baby. Pine Island Local, Colorado. Yep, I was there after Ian. Oh, golly. How bad was it this time around? Under 100 in Phoenix. That was a hell of a run. It sure was. Louis, I had Louis on this morning, Jody. He's doing good. Yeah, we've been holding off Ryan on the nose surgery. Christy, it is a very emotional roller coaster, track and tropics. Oh man, Christy, I know Seenhatchee, right? I mean, I was there too. It's unbelievable. And then you go north to Keaton Beach, Cedar Island, Cedar Key. Terrible. Terrible. The flooding's terrible. This storm had so much effects outside of that center. Just drive through South St. Pete, man. Terrible. I mean, God, everywhere you look, there's damage. Even up here, we got 7-Eleven that lost its roof, and yeah, man, that's bad. So, but anyway, well, we try to go an hour. We went an hour and 5. We'll be live tomorrow. I'll be tracking Invest 94. So right now, islands, yes. Caribbean, yes. Bermuda, a little bit. Lower 48. Right now, I wouldn't even sweat it. So the flip-flops are good. Look at that. I will tell you a story. I had to put these on. Emily bought me these for Christmas. Hey, dudes. These are my backups. So during the flooding here at home, I saved a turtle. The sheriff's department stopped. We had a turtle trying to cross the road. I went and picked it up, moved it far, far away because it wouldn't get out of the road. And then when I walked in the flood water, I broke my flip-flop. The string came out. But you know what I did? I drilled a hole through the flip-flop, put the string through, tied the string. Now, she's back. But I had to wear these somewhere. And I look mighty funny wearing those shoes with shorts. I don't know why. But yeah, I saw the video of Felice in Venice. The sand was unbelievable. The sand that just moved in there in Inglewood area. And I think that was Venice. Yeah, the flea market did get beat up too, John. The sign's gone. I saw a bunch of the roofs ripped up on the flea market there. Yeah, Bonnie, I got them. I always have them. So, all right, X, Facebook, and YouTube. We will see you tomorrow. All right, and yeah, we get a lot of turtles, Lori, in our house. I've shared pictures in our backyard. We got every day at noon to 1. It's like happy hour. The turtles come out of the banks. Every now and then we get one walk in the garage. It's trying to get to the lake instinctively, right? It knows that lake's there, and it ends up banging on our door. So when we open the door, you got to be careful, because one time we had a big old snapper turtle, and I picked it up. Man, that thing was heavy too, man. Those turtle shells. But they just kind of walk back and forth. And as do the gators. We get gators too. They walk back and forth to the lakes. And the cottonmouths hang out in our front yard sometimes. And I almost stepped on one a couple years ago. That I did not help back to the lake, I can tell you. So, Ryan, yeah, buddy, I'm an East Laker too. Sarah still goes to East Lake. You're welcome, Christy Miller. Yeah, I like doing my little lives. Duct tape. I keep a thing of Gorilla Tape in the truck. Wire ties. There's a product called Shoe Goo, which is amazing, and duct tape. What else do you need? I Shoe Goo everything. One time we had a blowout in the garbage disposal. I took a cork from a wine bottle, I think, and dribbled out the hole so it fit nice. This is how stupid I am. I spent more time fixing it rather than just buying a new garbage disposal. But I dribbled out the hole, put a little Shoe Goo in, hammered in this cork, put Shoe Goo around it. That damn garbage disposal worked for another 5 years. Somebody bought that house one day and opened up the sink. They're like, "You might be a redneck." David, how can I recap an hour, man? Nothing to worry about right now. So, all right, we'll see